Hey guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. Amanda Loves Perfume. I am going to do a video today that I absolutely love watching. I love watching these kinds of videos. This is going to be my underrated perfumes. And they're not all of them by any means, but they're the ones that I feel are not, and by underrated I mean they're just not talked about. You don't hear about them much. You know, you don't hear about, I watch a lot of YouTube fragrance videos. I don't hear a lot about them on YouTube, and I don't hear about them a lot in general. They're not typically like out in stores, or they're not the it perfumes or the now perfumes. And I'm telling you guys, some of the very best perfumes in the entire world are ones that you may never have even heard of. And I have just learned this, that sometimes the hype is not real. A lot of fragrances have huge, you know, marketing campaigns, and, you know, the perfumes are just not all that great, but they seem really great because of the marketing. So these are ones that I've worn that I feel are underrated, that I absolutely think are wonderful, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So I'm going to start with kind of a random one. And I'm not a huge celebrity fragrance person at all. I don't like KKW fragrances generally, but this one I really like, and I think it's kind of underrated. So you can kind of see here it says like KKW Kylie Jenner by KKW fragrance, and this is the red lips. They have 3 on this. They have like nude, pink, and red, so I really like the red one. This is a floral, straight up floral. And it's a strong floral. I think the main note in here is a red gardenia, and I think maybe red lotus flowers. This is just really, really nice. I was shocked by this. I got this at Ulta, and the packaging drew me in. I thought it was the cutest thing, and I smelled it, and the red one blew me away. So, I don't know. Check it out. I'm not sure if they carry this at Ulta anymore. I got this a while ago, but this is an underrated fragrance in my opinion. Okay, another one that I just absolutely love, that I don't hear talked about much. I hear there's this one, and then there's an elixir version. I hear a little bit more about the elixir, but I don't like the elixir one as much as I like. This is just, it's Escada. It says Escada here, but it's especially Escada. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful fragrance. It is, I guess you could kind of compare it a little bit to Versace Bright Crystal, but I think this one's a lot better. It's a fruity, it's just a bright, sparkly, fruity, girly fragrance. But it's got something special. To me, Versace Bright Crystal is okay. This one just has something special. It's very zesty, but without being citrusy. It's like a pink zest. It's like a pink zesty fragrance, but it is. It's I think what I like about this is the quality. The smell I love, but also it's like the quality, the effervescentness, or the bubbly, sparkly kind of way this perfume is. It's gorgeous. I absolutely love this. It's really underrated and very inexpensive on FragranceNet. And I love the bottle too, and this is really cute on top. So this is especially Escada by Escada. Okay, another underrated fragrance that I have that I really like is by Lancome. And this is, I have to wipe my bottles. This is Hypnose. This is a really, really nice fragrance, you guys. And I don't hear it talked about very much. I think this is a passion flower, passion fruit and vanilla. This smells definitely like a Lancome fragrance. This is a little bit like La Via's Belle, but much, I don't know, it has the same kind of like DNA. This is really nice. I really think a lot of women would like this. This is Hypnose by Lancome. I really, really like this one a lot. Another one that is underrated, but in all honesty, it's pretty new. I feel like maybe more people will figure this one out. This is Izia by Sicily. Guys, this is, now there's really not a lot of deals to be had on this. I think you're going to kind of have to just purchase this. This is gorgeous. This is a citrus rose, which I have not smelled that many citrus rose fragrances. But that's exactly what this is. And it's a tart rose. It's like a, it's not a rosy rose. This is a summer rose fragrance. This is a sparkly, zesty, citrusy rose. And when it dries down, you can smell a little bit of black currant in here. Guys, this is like summer in a bottle. This is Izia by Sicily. You guys need to check this out. This is underrated but not cheap. Some of mine are underrated and inexpensive. This is underrated and kind of expensive, but it is gorgeous. I really think you guys are going to like this one. Okay, another one that I have loved forever. I do hear some people talk about it, but not a lot. And this is my beloved Versace Yellow Diamond. Oh my goodness. This is, again, kind of summer in a bottle. This is, it smells very yellow. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I say that, but I've already seen the bottle, so my brain is thinking yellow. But this is a very, again, bubbly, sparkly, effervescent, zesty, but without, this is really is not citrusy. But if you guys like the effect that a citrus fragrance has without being citrus, because I'm not a huge citrus person, this is amazing. Okay, so light blue, if you would say that light blue is the blue version, this is the yellow light blue. It does not really smell like light blue, but it's like a yellow version of light blue without the citrus. I don't know. It's gorgeous. You can sample this at Sephora and Ulta, but you don't have to buy it there. You can buy this on Fragrance Net, but you can sample this if you want to. Okay, I have two fragrances that come from sort of the same line, and I don't really, now I do hear about the original, the Prada d'Iris, which is the iris from the Prada Infusions line, but I don't hear about these other ones that are part of the Infusions line as well. So this one is Infusions Fleur d'Oranger. So it's the orange blossom, but it's got that same powdery irisy base. So it's like an orange flower. It's got orange blossom, neroli, tuberose, and jasmine sandback, but it's also got this like very powdery, this is beautiful. I don't think I have ever heard this talked about. I actually smelled this in the Prada store and was like completely blown away, and I came home and bought it on Fragrance Net. A lot cheaper. There's another one. So the three best ones are these two. This is the Amande, which is the almond one, the original iris, and then these two are the best. I think there's like 8 in the line. Now I've heard more about the almond one than I have the orange. I've heard nothing about this, which is why I wanted to mention it. I have heard a little bit about this, but not very much for how wonderful it is. Guys, this is like a beautiful almond, iris, powdery, fuzzy. This is gorgeous. This was on my recent, I did a unicorn fragrance video, and this was on that because it's just gorgeous. So these two are definitely underrated and should be talked about more. Okay, so let's see, what else do I have here? So I have always felt like Cartier fragrances are underrated and they're not talked about. La Panthère is the one that I hear talked about the most, which is good because La Panthère is beautiful. It should be talked about, but I do hear Baiser Vole. I have that one as well. I didn't pick that because I To me, that is, I hear a lot about that fragrance. I don't ever hear anything about this one. This is Baiser Vole Lys Rose. This is an eau de toilette, or eau de toilette. I don't know how you say it exactly. This smells very similar to Baiser Vole, which is Lily of the Valley, but they've added raspberry. So this is a little bit more of a watery version of Baiser Vole with raspberry added to it. You guys, if you need a fragrance for this summer and you like raspberry and you like Lily of the Valley, this is your fragrance. For an EDT, this lasts pretty well on my skin, I have to say. It is beautiful. It is cheery, happy. It's like a tart raspberry mixed with that Lily of the Valley. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I still have some condensation on here because I keep my perfumes in a refrigerator, but this is my second bottle. That's why it looks like I haven't used any. I don't think I've actually sprayed this one yet. This is my backup, but I will be starting this new bottle when it starts to get pretty warm outside. Okay, now I have one more, and then I have an entire house, fragrance house that I feel like is underrated and should not be. Okay, so this is my Trish Mcavoy fragrances. I believe too are underrated. She, is the makeup. She does makeup mostly, but she does have fragrances, and her fragrances are really, their niche quality is really their niche fragrances. They're not super cheap, but they're amazing. Their smells are very interesting and different. This one is her Sexy 9 Blackberry and Vanilla Musk. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I've said that this kind of reminds me of a Jo Malone fragrance. It's got that same kind of effect that a Jo Malone, but this is much stronger. This is an EDP. It's much stronger. It's going to last a lot longer, but it's got that kind of Jo Malone feel. This is like a sweet version of Blackberry and Bay. If you added like vanilla, sweet vanilla to Blackberry and Bay, that's what this kind of smells like. This is beautiful. These are available at Nordstrom, I think, pretty much exclusively, or Saks Fifth Avenue. I think Nordstrom, Saks Fifth Avenue, but check it out. They will give you samples. But yeah, this is my favorite one from her. So I wanted to mention that. Okay, so my whole house is, for those of you that watch my videos know I love the fragrance house, Lalique. I don't know why this house is not super popular here. I do see their fragrances in Neiman Marcus and Saks Fifth Avenue, but they're just not talked about. I don't ever hear really anybody talking about them. I have gotten a lot of people turned onto the Amethyst, I will say. I have been getting a lot of comments about people buying it and liking it. So I'll start with that. So there is a Amethyst line. There's 3 fragrances that go in the Amethyst line. By far, without a doubt, the original Amethyst EDP, there's only one concentration, is the EDP. It's by far the best. This is a black currant berry and berry musky fragrance. It's gorgeous. There's an Eclat, which is also very, very nice. That's more of a floral. It smells a little bit like Chanel Chance Au Tendre. So if you like that, you'll probably love the Eclat. I don't have the Eclat because I have Au Tendre. So I just, oh, my little bottle is starting to come off. The other one I have is the Exquise. This is supposed to be the nighttime version of the Amethyst. So this is definitely a darker, deeper, this is a very deep berry and musk fragrance. But guys, I'm telling you, for those who like sort of like that Carolina Herrera Good Girl, this is in that same kind of, it's this very sexy, deep fragrance. But I mean, I would say these are extremely underrated, and I think this one would be extremely popular with women. I really think that the Exquise is what a lot of girls are looking for. This is my favorite, though. You can mix these two together. You can wear this during the day and wear this at night. You could do, seasoned, lighter seasons here and winter here. I mean, these are just in my opinion, every woman should have both of these in their collection. So that's the Lalique Amethyst line. And then I have 2 other Laliques that I really, really like. One I like more. I'll go to my one I like more. So I'm still wiping off condensation. So this is Lalique. I just did a perfume haul, and these were my perfume haul. This is Lalique La Parfum or La Parfum. I don't know how you say it. This is a vanilla and tonka bean. This smells very similar to Fève Delicious. And the crazy thing is that as popular as these vanilla and tonka bean fragrances have been over the last like 2 years, I've never heard this one mentioned. And this is beautiful. It's kind of unisex. This also reminds me a little bit of maybe one of the replica, like the replica. I don't remember which one, but this is a very like that smoky vanilla tonka bean fragrance that everybody is obsessed with. This is your guy right here. It's a female fragrance, but it's very unisex. A guy could totally wear this. So this is really, really underrated. I don't know why more people aren't talking about that. And then this one is the L'Amour. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is a fruity, fresh fragrance. The longevity on these Lalique fragrances are excellent. All of them. I really think they're made very, very well. You know, I don't know. They're available on FragranceNet for very inexpensive. There is no reason why more people should not have these. These should be talked about. These should be being reviewed on YouTube. And I'm going to start a trend. I think more people should own these. And I want to... I own a lot of perfumes. I've been collecting perfumes for a long time. These are well-made fragrances. I feel like I kind of know what I'm talking about. These are definitely underrated. All of the ones I'm talking about are underrated. And, you know, just because you hear a lot of videos about the same perfume over and over again does not mean that it's that great of a fragrance. Some of it is people are being paid to talk about it. It's part of their marketing campaign. They're being, whatever it's called, when they say it's being sponsored. Sometimes they don't tell you, you don't know, you really think they like the fragrance and they're, you know, but these are truly underrated fragrances. And there are so many fragrances that are underrated that I just feel like more people should know about them. So those are my most underrated fragrances. Most of them are widely available for, you know, relatively inexpensively. So I mean, there's only a few on here. There's only really 1 or 2 on here. Well, maybe 3 that you're gonna have to pay full price for. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please comment below what your perfumes are that you feel are underrated, or perfumes that you don't hear talked about that you absolutely love, that you've been wearing for years. I would love to hear what y'all's are, and I hope you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you on the next video.